Alright, people. So somebody requested me to do a Smackdown rant. So if we just look at the whole Smackdown show, I don't watch it. Somebody actually requested me to do some Smackdown reviews. There's no way I'm watching every single one. I'm gonna do it every other week starting this week. I will do a Smackdown review every other week. So there you go, people. You request something and your request is fulfilled. So there you go. So yeah, if you just look at the whole, again, I don't watch it, but if you just look at it, I've been kind of following it over the past, since I've stopped watching it. And if you notice, there are no title changes on the fucking show. Zero at all. So that tells you right there it's a jobber show. Any show where there's no big happenings, no title changes, that's a jobber show. So if they want SmackDown to be taken seriously, and if they want people to tune into it, they should have some title changes on there. I mean, what's wrong with having a U.S. belt title change or an IC belt title change on SmackDown? It's not like those belts mean anything anyway, so you might as well at least do that. I mean, you might as well have a jobber belt like the IC title, or basically any belt besides the WWE title is a jobber belt. So you might as well have the jobber belts changed on a jobber show. Doesn't that make sense? So SmackDown right there. There's nothing big happening on the show. The best thing you're gonna get is a good match. Probably you're not gonna get, you're not gonna get a big advancement in a storyline. That's gonna be on Raw or maybe on a pay-per-view. You're not gonna get big matches like, the Shield versus the Wyatts usually. You're not gonna get big shit like that. So that's the problem. That's the problem with SmackDown right now. They're not treating it like it's a pro. When it first debuted, they had like The Rock on it, Triple H, all these big names. Now, if you look at it, it has people like Yoshitatsu on it. People that are just total fucking jobbers. It's a jobber show for jobbers, and it's just retarded. It's like a horrible ass show. It's 2 hours long. So I mean, at least you're only getting 2 hours of shit, whereas Raw you get 3 hours of shit. But this one you get 2 hours of shit. And nothing exciting, nothing too exciting. But again, even if it's like, like Raw, like at least with Raw, you'll get some really good shit every once in a while, and you could really like, let's say Lesnar comes back, or for like he came back on Jericho. That was a cool moment. You're not really gonna get that kind of moments. You're not gonna get, surprise returns like Mick Foley, The Rock. You're not gonna get that shit on SmackDown, and you're not gonna get big advancements in storylines like that contract signing at the end of Raw. You're not gonna get that shit on SmackDown. You're just not. So, and I think they should gradually start building SmackDown up. I mean, you can't. This is a problem they do. They'll like have SmackDown like a jobber show, then they'll all of a sudden just put a bunch of big shit on there. They do the same thing sometimes with wrestlers like Kofi Kingston. He'll be a fucking jobber, then all of a sudden he'll just beat Orton. You gotta build the people up. You gotta build the shows up gradually. You can't just do it in a heartbeat, because then it fucks it all up. At first let's have an IC title change, and the U.S. title change, and tag whatever, just and then have some big storylines on there, just do something. I mean, you got a bunch of fucking talent in NXT. You got a bunch of fucking unused talent on the roster. Tyson Kidd, Cesaro. I could go on. Sandow. You have a bunch of unused talent on the roster. You could easily put them on SmackDown. Give them a chance. What do we keep wanting to see? Sheamus, fucking road kick everybody. Do we want to keep seeing Big Show, fucking, move down? When Big Show comes on TV, I gotta put my TV on widescreen. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous with Big Show. He takes up the whole motherfucking screen. I mean, I'm tired of Big Show. He should be a commentator. That's the best time is when he was on doing commentating during that Rollins match. I'm tired of all these same guys putting on the same boring ass matches. Let's have some new talent, and SmackDown's a place to do that. Put Cesaro on it, Tyson Kidd, Ziggler, Bray Wyatt, all these new talents, put them on SmackDown. I know NXT is kind of the minor leagues or whatever, but you got all this TV time to do shit with. You got fucking SmackDown, main event, Superstars, NXT, Raw, and they're not doing shit about it. And they got a lot of talent too, and they're just fucking wasting it all. Instead, you got motherfuckers like John Cena hogging the spotlight. You got people like Brock Lesnar who doesn't show up for 4 months with the title. I mean, this company's in disarray, and SmackDown's just another part of it that's in disarray. Just complete pandemonium right there with SmackDown, and not pandemonium in a good way. It's retarded. And then you probably have the Authority on there too. It's like usually with SmackDown, like it would be like Cena would be on Raw. Then even if you don't like Cena, you could go to SmackDown and he wouldn't be on there usually. Well, the Authority will probably be on SmackDown every fucking week too. Probably taking up 20-30 minutes as well. Hopefully not, but that might happen. So SmackDown's just a piece of shit show. Same thing with Raw. Pretty much everything's a piece of shit show in this company, except the pay-per-view. Actually, the pay-per-views in the past year have actually not been bad. I've actually been pretty satisfied with the pay-per-views, but other than a few good pay-per-views and a few good episodes of Raw, this company is fucking sucked. So there you go, people. There's your Smackdown rant.